道这样子弄好不好？这个挡在这里好了。哦，好极限啊！都。 名字，primary attribute dexterity， 每一种职业最主要专定在不同的能力 strength， 然后就是 strength， 这三大类啊，力量、敏捷、智慧。好像可以打中文进去哦。要取什么名字嘞？觉得这个名字有够奇怪的。对，他可以接受哎。反正你就显得很无厘头。哇！Invalid character. Why? Invalid character.还可以摆什么字哈？Invalid character. Why? Cannot be more than 12 letters. Damn it. Invalid character. Why? What's wrong?哎，可不可以删掉？等一下。No. just delete this base. Delete, yes. Not sure what I'm doing. 到底要取什么名字啊？光是取名字，突然在那边想好久啊，还是太局限在那个，太局限在 T 跟 P 这两个组合了。Invalid character， 所以你是不可以接受中文，对不对？是不是？ダメ。好哦。好。Fallen star, what?希望是会有，不会有什么，这样录起来不会有问题啊，试试看。不过这游戏要调整那个，解析度还蛮麻烦的。
My family was butchered by Hellspawn. To witness such a thing is enough to leave your mind in ruins. The madness killed my sister and left me frightened and alone. Until I was rescued by survivors who had joined together to rid the world of the creatures of hell. They saw in me the strength to resist the demons, and they forged me into a weapon. Now I am ready. A meteor has fallen in Tristram, and the dead have risen in its wake. I will send them back to their graves. Once I was hunted. Now, I am the hunter.
不会每个职业都有自己的开场啊。三小。
Only the dead reek like this. The fallen star is near.
这个，目前这个游戏只能用滑鼠玩了，只能用滑鼠跟键盘了。ちょっと待て。听起来有点像，但又不太一样。不好意思。
I have journeyed here to find the fallen star and purge its evil from this land.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming.
I could get accustomed.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Huh. Hungering Era. Impel. 这个技能树跟我印象中的好像有点不太一样。好，哇，左右键各一种招式这样子。这是什么？ 你好。character 应该是 C。等一下，升级了，但是没有点可以点。我只是把它我只是尝试看看。他连你有没有朋友上线都给你标出来了。
Burn those corpses before they rise again. Zakharum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can
我突然觉
save
得他
us
跟我印
now?
象中的暗黑破坏神好像改蛮多的。哇？干嘛？三小？这是仓库。
Tristram used to be such a wonderful place to live. My family has been here since the town grew out of the ruins of old Tristram. But now, it's horrible. The loved ones we've buried and grieved over now threaten our lives.
Leah, is it? Rumford said that you survived the fallen star's impact.
I did. But it blasted my uncle, Deckard Cain, into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
This is killing business.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
Then I shall put an end to them and secure your town.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
不是说以前你扮演的角色不会讲话，只是感觉他们从来没有这么主动的讲话过。那个感觉好像整个视角感觉有点不太一样。Captain Rumford at the gate to New Tristram. 就如果还是切中文的话，整个都又要重启了哈。因为我记得它好像会变成中配，但是我想要听它原文的。 主要是我想听他原文的配音啊。
Don't you dare lift a finger to help our mayor fix his wagon.
16 militiamen went out. Only room for 2.
What can I do to help fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Don't worry, I will avenge their death.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
Oh.
They're attacking the barricades!
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
Huh, boots.啊，如果他的配他如果说他可以保留原因，我是可以的。Proceed and 啊，等一下这个文字应该可以拿掉。这个文字可以先不用显示出来，但它还要再打开一次哎。Fallen Star 哦，这样子翻译，这样看起来文字大小也还好。
我答应过马可，我会保护他的。
哇！
但现在他死了。
我们派出了16位民兵，只有兰佛德活着回来。阿卡拉特救救我们！
我们根本不该在这块受诅咒的土地上建立城镇。或许凯恩讲的没错，即使迪亚布罗死了，他依然折磨着众生。
所以说，我想要听原因，不好意思。account。我坚持我之前的选择。切换，它语言它没有办法文字跟语音分开切换呢。
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead. Zakharum has fallen to disgrace.
我坚持我的选择。好，所以可以到1代的选择。Kill the witch queen in the old ruins. This just 特别是你杀某种怪物，哦，就是你哦。Magic shield. 是真的有看得出，没有办法拉近，不确定它装在身上是不是真的有变化。好了，我看到我手上多一个盾牌了。右键就是右边。
I could get accustomed to that.
哪里可以？ 所以这并不是目的地，而只是一个你可以进来看有没有东西的房子。哦。其实就是要进去这里面找他所要杀的那个啊 ，The Cursed Cell。我靠！假的要杀甩机，杀了那么多吗？在药水。 太多次了啦，喂！你们觉得有问题吗？太多次了，会被包围啊！
Not enough hatred.
看看，我觉得我要先找个位置。 反正想要帮他们屁啦！为什么？为什么是你？怎么变这样子？太惨了！怎么会是你？这个球看起来就不是很好。我靠！我觉得我会死在这里。 万一把他打死，就跟你叫。这球是不是不要碰到比较好？我刚发现发的其实血不多。
I have more control now.
哦。 不晓得到底要哦，它会变。好哦，马上换。Crafting materials, Violet crystal. 好。但他这个技能树感觉改很多哎。哦，可以放陷阱来减速敌人。Primary secondary defense is hunting, device is archery. 它应该是，它有没有是细分什么东西在里面？花束 ，action bar， 这个下面还有东西。就是点进去的话，它还有细分。哦，也是在这个也可以也可以减速哦。哦。 这是怎么样？意思是一次只能选一个的意思。一次只能选一个装在这里啊！如果有弄更多个就可以拆。为什么有分一个仇恨跟一个discipline？ Offense ability, tactical ability。这个感觉很不太一样哎。
While exploring a cave with hopes of finding hidden treasure, I came upon a most grisly sight. A heap of dead bodies. Unbelievably, as I was searching them for any items of value, they began to rise. I must tell them of this in New Tristram before it's too late.
The unholy creatures can rest now.
也还是没杀到他说的这个东西。
Old Tristram, Diablo's evil still lingers here.
拿了这个就不可以装盾牌。好，因为这是双手武器。好哦。等一下，到处看一下再说。没东西，这边还锁着啊。
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him.
Dagger， 还是先维持在用弓箭好了。
Come, let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
为什么连这个都会被直接给你列为一个目标？就请用传送点传送到旧的 Tristram， 传送到旧的废墟。
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young.
Huh?
I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
What of your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
是哦，他妈妈是个女巫哦。卖迷药先你回城就变女巫，然后一些玩家找他要刷出他们想要的卷轴。到了。That's fast.
Look, a hidden cellar. Follow me.
买了，看到它半价，忍不住买了。
Your mother had her secrets.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
半价太诱人了。不同的包包可以成立的，好像可以这么说。
Here's the key and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
Go to the cathedral. 我觉得他跟他那个一代里头很密切的关系。之前半价的时候450啊。看到它半价就手痒了。一二代可能玩起来会觉得压力比较大，3代目前感觉的还比较轻松。
So many dead. The infamous Tristram Cathedral. I am close to the fallen star now.
知道它这个地理位置有照1代那种样子在做吗？不行，这个看不出一个所以然。等一下，如果这是那个 Cathedral， Steam 啊 ，Steam 秋季我这一次感觉不到，就是看一看，不晓得有什么想买的，所以 Steam 那边没有买，所以我们现在是在这个位置吧。没办法倒退，锁住了。
So this is where the star fell. My quarry must be near.
here. Akarat, save me.
The grotesques may seem slow and senseless, but they hide many dangers within their hideously malformed bodies. A set of spikes lurks beneath the monster's flesh, and foul parasites nest within them. It is said that these horrors themselves are constructed by a greater evil, a darkness that I cannot even fathom.
I've become stronger.
刚刚那个声音听起来很像是 Decker King。捡到几个看起来一模模一样，但是也没有比较好的样子。迟早真的要变真理，但是我没有回声卷轴啊！干，干，真的要变得很困难的。看到了什么？ 太多东西了，太多错了。心酸。啊？哦，好哦。
awaits you! My hatred is too low. I need more hatred to do that.
balanced light crossbow。换掉。迟早要去整理了，可恶。
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this pledge roll. The Skeleton King.
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
OK， 你为什么自己跑在这里啊？我觉得太危险了，这个可以。啊，这还要鉴定。 要先鉴定才行啊！鉴定，这样就鉴定了。戴上了一个奇怪的皇冠。你知道有时候升级之后，它没有给你点数去点各项能力。 他好像是会自己上升的样子，他会讲说你什么能力上升了多少，这样。
Oh, thank you, but why did you risk yourself for me?
Leah asked for my aid. She will be relieved to see you again.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found.
This cannot be opened yet.
We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
I promised Leah that I would save her uncle, Deckard Cain. When I found him, he was facing the Skeleton King. And now this abomination blocks my path to the fallen star.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
I have but one request of you. What do you know of the fallen star?
Not much, I'm afraid, though the prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
又拿到一个奖励了。哦，还会加5%掉的钱。好吧，我们该趁现在整理包包比较好。
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested. I worked my hands to the bone to bring you these fine goods.
我觉得不需要的卖掉，干脆统统卖掉。有没有快捷键哈？没有快捷键可以卖。 给你，都给你了。可是我拿到药水，但是它没有占空间哦，怎么会这样？药水不占空间吗？
From the east shall come a monarch whose rule begins in blood and ends in bone. In the light of a comet will he die a third and final death at the hands of a chosen woman.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
A tragic story, but I cannot reach the fallen star until I face him.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts. Leia, you should not dismiss the signs so lightly. Do you not believe the evidence of your own eyes?
Horrors have visited Tristram before, and it endured.
But what of the texts? The Zakharum tomes warn of a falling star. The Herodric scroll spoke of the dead rising, and the Lord of Lies. The prophecy of the end days says that at the end of all things, the first sign shall appear in the heavens.
Yes, you've been telling me about the texts since I was 8 years old, Uncle. I just don't think we should read too much into them.
对 Deckard Cain 的声音听起来跟一代好像，不知道是不是同一个人。
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love. Leah spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife, tending the wound.
Blacksmith, Deckard Cain said you could help me find the crown of Leoric.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
Sometimes death is the only mercy we have left. I will help you.
Thank you. Follow me.
然后就让杀他老婆。
I'm sorry.
Sorrow won't save your town, blacksmith.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Hadrig, help me.
哦，这就是那个所谓的海德格救我。原来就是来自这里。I couldn't have
done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hadrig Amon.
There is one favor I must ask of you. Do you know where Leoric's crown is?
I can help you there. It's buried with his chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
还要把你要做的事情很明确的排在旁边跟你说，这样子。哦 ，tab 可以看整个的。
Scavengers are ugly, pathetic creatures who survive off of carrion and corpses, too diseased to attract any other carnivores. I did once meet a raggedy fellow who claimed that he had trained one of the beasts to bring him large rats to eat. But I'm sure the story is utter nonsense.
把它爆出来的虫虫也没有说很可怕。找到了。Cathedral. Interesting. 有两个门的样子哈。
You feel more powerful.
During the last days of King Leoric's reign, even the skeletons of the ancient dead could not rest. They took up their broken armor and weapons once more, ready to cut down anything that yet drew breath. Though wasted and fragile, these creatures possess a twisted cleverness that makes them quite formidable.
提高刺穿的几率。 解开，所以这个怎样？它这一代的技能树是采取自动解开的方式吗？还是怎么样？这个我有点不太理解。哦，只能选择一个，其他还是一样点的。等一下。这样子哦，这一个它已经可以再加这个啊，这个不行，它有等，它会看等级的。可以把敌人打退或者是 stun。可以换，哦，所以真的不算是得到技能点数，比较像是你解开技能，但是你可以设定它要什么样子。哦，这真的跟以前很不一样。
My hatred is too low.还有小只的。
Demons have been known to devour their own young when no other nourishment is available. Their offspring, the imps, sometimes manage to flee and band together with other demon spawn. They rove in vicious packs, ready to descend upon the unwary traveler and rip his body to shreds with their tiny needle-sharp teeth.
这把枪好像有比较强，但是它的伤害怎么好像，好，伤害范围应该是大吗？3到13，可攻势好像有慢一点。 要试试看才知道。
I have a feeling that the crown is nearby.
What the fuck?
The unburied are formed from human corpses that were flung into mass graves without a proper burial. This hideous amalgamation of bodies decomposes together into one being, bound by some foul magic. For all my knowledge, I could only flee from it, and I would expect any other sensible person to do the same.
这个意思是说弓箭没有算数量，而是变成一种。对，它本身是应该也算中。 应该说，箭矢就变成不是消耗品这样子了，啊，然后你装了之后，你射出来的弓箭就带有那样的属性这样子。 看来就是要去碰这个东西了，然后就会出事。
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
I have more control now.
他其实是要封印住那个 Leoric， 但是我们把他打倒了，这样子对吗？我们做这种事对吗？哦，可以直接传城镇了，这么好啊！等一下，看一下旁边。 Cemetery of the Fall. No, thank you. 可以传送到入口去。
I am returning to town.
他在哪里啊？ 我们的铁匠。
You found the crown. Truth be told, I didn't think you'd make it back alive. Ah, it needs repair. Should be no problem. It's good to work again. There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than making spades to occupy my mind. I want my life to mean something.
Then we are allies. Each weapon you forge for me shall serve to purify these lands.
这样子，他就变成一个可以帮助我们的 NPC 的。
Tell me about your grandfather, the Chancellor.
Not much to tell. I lived with my father in Chaldeum at the time. We heard that my grandfather stayed in Tristram until the end, trying to save lives. Don't know if he succeeded, but there it is. When the Skeleton King fell, my grandfather was dying from a sword wound. He had the crown sealed with him to keep it safe.
A brave deed. It is good to know that there was one sane man among the mad.
可以帮我修东西哦。等一下，这我想修理的话，可他好像没有写那个耐久度诶。啊，有，他有写，我看到了，他有写耐久度。目前都还好好的，没有什么奇怪的样子。可以帮我做武器就是了。需要喝水。现在觉得3代好像在一些系统方面比较像是简化的版本一样，至少我觉得技能树那一块算简化的。然后对，还有另外就是升级之后不会给你点数去点，它会自己提升的样子。
How might I use the crown to reach the Skeleton King?
At last. With it, you can unlock the sealed door in the room where you rescued me and enter the royal crypts. When you find the Skeleton King, place the crown atop his head and destroy him.
When he is destroyed, I shall finally reach the star. Not enough hatred.
又捡到什么奇怪的东西？啊，腰带可以增加捡东西的范围，是不是？还是怎么样？这个我不能装。
And I'm cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
如果有碰上 King Leoric， 他会不会像一代那样子，一堆骷髅包围你，然后很可怕，每个都在那边射弓箭之类的。又多了一种素材哦。 看一下地图。啊，下面有个被诅咒的箱子。
Enough hatred. Formidable. I need more hatred to do that.
Stronger than most risen dead, but they gain their fortitude through horrific means, feasting upon human corpses. These creatures are least dangerous while eating, but do not disturb them, or it shall be your limbs between their teeth.
My hatred is too low. My training has paid off.
这是干嘛的？
Maintain your incantations.
Ave Magistros. Ave Registras. Ave Leodastas. Ave Landasa.
Your magic is weakening. I am free.
不然在一路我就是杀人，然后就遇到奇怪的咒语了。
Now, back to my mission.
你谁啊？
Who are you?
You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well. Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I must kill the Skeleton King.
Then our aims align.
莫名其妙的对话。
The cultists dragged me past this glowing pit. What made it?
I will know soon.
Down this way. There are my weapons. He's free! Do not let him be off! I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
I often prefer to be alone, but I will make an exception for you.
他的职业是 Templar， 原来是个 Templar， 会不会快塞满了？要干快塞满了。然后我之前写还可以再回来，是因为有效果，每杀一敌人加4点血，所以会回来。这一把就没有，它的伤害有比较高。它还有加3到4的冰冻伤害。再观察看看有没有想换的吧。吃个东西，突然又解锁成就，怪怪的。哇
！Black magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger.
I need more hatred to do that.
这个地上吊瓶的感觉蛮神奇的，这个感觉是给法师用的一样，真的快塞爆了。
You were a Templar, John Dar. How could you succumb to this coven?
The coven is my brotherhood now. The powers we serve will soon rule this world.
Not enough hatred.
Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven. Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
Very well. I have no need of books.
Then onwards we go to fight the Skeleton King.
喂，他自己先冲了。这是加智慧的。哇，好热闹！下面会不会太热闹了？
In the eastern kingdom of Khuzestan, I've heard rumors of Zakarum warriors called Crusaders. While the natives were most reticent, I was able to deduce that this order was founded 200 years ago, just as Rakis took his army of paladins west. But these Crusaders went east on a very different mission.
What foul sorcery is this?
My hatred is too low.
这是什么？ 掉一堆东西，听到变成整理包包了。啊，真的在跟我讲说，这真的在跟我警告我的包包还要满了。
Some devious little goblins have been robbing our merchants. When pursued, they simply open portals and disappear with the most aggravating chuckle. The peasantry seem to believe that the goblins serve a great demon lord known as Greed. And furthermore, that their portals lead to Greed's domain. A ludicrous notion, truly.
Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear, and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement, and sent us off to die.
还有这种小肉啊。然后东西就点就会变成像这样。这可以开哦。 哦，陷阱！想说我到底按到了什么？哦。
When we returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through.
Control now.
出现了一些其他东西。
Your fear betrays you.
I will forever live in anguish for my last attempt to honor my king. As we lay him to rest in his burial chamber, he manifested as a hideous skeletal demon. Gorash and my other knights were overcome at once, but I fought on.
Betrays you!
I'm overburdened.
哇，开始了！我如果用了这个，我有办法直接回到这里来吗？
I am returning to town.
我没有想要把什么放进去哈。
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested in.
As the shepherd watches over his flock, so shall I care for those who seek to protect us.
这样。一起风格。
You won't survive that! This will be interesting.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Into my tomb!
哦。
Defeat me!
哦，被枪了，枪下上去。
Hatred is too late.
The Tataroom high priests in Kurast proclaimed Leoric king of Kondurus many years ago. He ruled well until Diablo's influence drove him mad, and the loyal knight Lac Danan was forced to slay him. Afterward, Diablo himself raised Leoric from the dead as the Skeleton King, until the monarch's son, Aiden, vanquished him.
这个也比较强。就防御力有一些加强力的话，这个应该是比较好的。
At last, the crater.
哦，那个星星掉到这里来了。The Fallen Star.
So it was you who fell here and caused this chaos. And yet I know that you are not evil.
I am. I remember falling.
Do you remember who you are?
I am not your enemy. I think. Yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness. The darkness is coming. I don't remember.
Perhaps Deckard Cain can help you. Come with me.
I ventured far to find the power behind the fallen star, but it was only a man. He can recall nothing of his strange arrival. Perhaps Cain will be able to find the truth of this matter.
I cannot return to the Order in glory.
I found him at the center of the crater.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you? What are you?
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom. Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me. But it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
Then I will slay them and return the sword to you.
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love.
The attacks may be slowing down, but this town is done, and you know it. If we leave together, we might make it to Wardham.
What we'll make is sport for the country.
Don't tell anyone, but I've got some new items you really should see.
好多地方可以去一样，这我也没有跑了。哦，这是之前去过的地方。所以顺便把没看的地方看一下。就直接持续朝目的地移动好了。
I can bring that down.
Not enough hatred.
That was just a taste.
好，又来了。
I was able to trace some carrion bats back to one of their nests. What I found shocked me. The nest itself is a living organism, a mature bat that has been mutated by the darkest of magics. I no longer doubt that demonic forces have corrupted these creatures.
This beast hasn't been dead long.
Those scavengers trapped my poor wife and me down there for hours. I'm sure she'd love to meet you, and thank you for your help.
哎呀，无意的装备。不过我们好像有点走得太远了，是不是应该回去到这里来找我们要的东西？各自到不同的方向去。这是什么？刚拿到那个是什么？
My training has paid off.哦，会爆炸哦！想看看这个。
这时候只能选一种启动。
There's that strange light again. The sword piece must be inside this cave.
终于找到了。哇！
A dark coven has formed in Tristram, and I fear that their superstitious violence may damn the whole region. I discovered very little during my eavesdropping, except that the word Magda was repeated several times in their chants. Oh well, now I journey to the safety of my home, where I may put these worries behind me.
Kill her!
哇，它烧起来了，而且它还以一个很神奇的样子飞起来。我的，什么状况
We must hurry with the ritual. Magda will be here soon. It is turning.
The sword piece is here.
Who are you to take what is mine?
You are not the owner of this sword.
Regardless, I have claimed it. I am Magda, and I lead this coven. The shard is mine.
Wow,
to hell with you, witch.
Very well. Let the games begin. Well fought. But you will never possess the next piece. It has fallen where only the ancients may tread.
去找 Kane 啊，顺便把地图看一看好了。其实直接传上这个就好了。也是先不用换好了。传上。
I am returning to town.
I have the sword piece. But a woman named Magda and her minions tried to wrest it from me.
Uncle Deckard, you sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven, but I sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
Hmm. 这个换掉应该是没关系。
Magda said something curious about the next piece. She believes it fell where only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leah. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leah, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another.
那是一个神庙的。看是这里，看来真的是这里。Go.
You and I aren't so different. I have great power within me too. The only difference is, I have no control over mine.
That sounds troubling.
It's only happened a few times in my life, and only when I was in grave danger. Something rises up—
You there! Please help! They're going to kill my friend! Thieves are going to kill my friend if we don't do something. Help me break these bonds and see for yourself!
What do they want with your friend?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
Losing my patience, wench!
My sweet love will save me.
Release the girl. The relic belongs to her.
You actually believe what this scoundrel tells you? Fine, you fools. We'll kill the both of you.
Don't worry about me.
对啊，干，我感觉太惨了。这个死亡的方式。
You won't get away from us this time! This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
Oh.
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like you asked. Father's grown suspicious of us, but that won't matter once we're married. It won't be long, right?
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle down to a quiet life of tilling the fields and raising children. But first, I have to sell this relic. Alas, I must travel away with my friend here to do so.
You wish to join me?
Yes, yes! You look like you know a lot about markets. Now, lead the way! Wait, the relic is a fake! Gods, I should have known! You seem like you could use a helping hand, and I sure as hell don't want to stay around here.
要不然要拿到一个假的东西。
Ah, there you are.
But you made a promise to your betrothed.
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon.
What the tomes say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging. You must be Alaric the Guardian. Uncle Deckard told me of your eternal watch over this cursed place. I thought it was a myth.
Are you Nephilim?
No. There have been no Nephilim for a millennium.
Yet another myth. You seek entrance to this temple, but only a Nephilim can enter. If you retrieve the keys from the outlying tombs and use them on the gates, we will see who and what you truly are. Follow me. I will raise the bridge that you may pass. Seek 2 tombs in the woods beyond. The warrior's rest and the crypt of the ancients. Within them reside the
people?
No, they have been twisted.
Uncle Deckard called these flying creatures death with wings.
哦。
Alaric says that our people can survive the coming battle, but I saw the truth in his eyes. Why did he order me to guard the beacon of honor? Those shambling things are slaughtering my people in the forest above, and there's nothing I can do to stop it.
That creature to die!
When this is over, I could open my own little inn somewhere, if I live.
I couldn't go back to that kind of life.
Well, if you ever want a job, I will consider your credentials.
Perhaps I should just visit.
No, 没什么的。呀，来干嘛？哎呦，箱子。好像没有拿到比较好的东西哈。 随时又面临要整理包包的情况了。你可以自己开，你不用再去买。
I spent years exploring places like this with Uncle Deckard. This brings back memories.
来这里，对吧？
I've become stronger.
哦。那这一次可不是爆炸了。来试试看不一样的东西好了。 开心的。你怎么了？喵。
I used to love traveling, seeing the world.
But now it has fallen into shadow.
Yes, it's not like it was. Don't we have important things to be doing?会不会这一区其实就只有这样啊？没有，这里聊一大片哎。好，往那边移动好了。还有一大片可以看哎。哦。在这里。 I
be interesting.
This is amazing. It reminds me of being a child and searching for lost artifacts within the deck.
What do you miss?
It's such an open and beautiful city. It thrives on trade and new ideas. There was always something new and exciting to hear or see.
Oh.这个好。
So sure we could beat whatever traps the ancients had laid for tomb robbers. But the dead bodies of my friends testify to the folly of our arrogance. I will be dead soon as well. Our greed was our downfall.
You can place pedestal. No, 然后放，要拿去那边放。上面看起来很不安宁，快跑快跑！有什么地方要跑？
Open. Enter and defeat the guardians within. Although they are my brothers, they will seek your death when you enter.
They won't get us.
None may enter the inner sanctum. My brothers, rise and do battle.
I'm still waiting.
Tell me about this inn you want to open. The world is so dangerous. Everybody needs a quiet, safe place to rest and recover. A way station on their journeys.
perfect place to be ambushed. I'd sleep in a field.
No one is getting ambushed in my inn.
Your strength rivals that of our greatest champions. What now do you think you are? You may enter our most sacred place.
The noble hero fought her way here just to die. You again. And who is this you bring with you? Adria's daughter? She has power within her. No matter. Your mother will soon share your fate, little one. The shard is mine. Fill this temple with their blood!
What did she mean my mother will share my fate? Could my mother be alive after all these years?
She's trying to distract you. Don't listen to her.
This fight was too easy. She's toying with us. We must get back to Uncle Deckard right away.
The world stone has been changed. Our children are born weak and suffer short lives. The demon Nereza promised to restore their power, but instead turned them into misshapen creatures and sent them to war against us. We may die, but not before she is sent back to the burning hells.
I need to go back.
Magda is close on our heels. We must find the last piece quickly.
I remember a glow streaking towards a fishing village.
That must be Wortham.
Ah, brilliant, dear Leah. Have the ferryman take you there.
哦，还有这个记录。哦，金色的，稀有的装备。攻势会提升。再来整理一下。
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested in.
好希望可以框起来拖过去。然后直接框起来拖过去。还是说有些感觉比较不一样、特别的东西可以先留下来，先留下来好了。然后其他的卖掉。要改这样，人家包包可以塞的东西比以前多的感觉。以前应该是更容易塞爆的。 这个留着好了。好吗？通没掉。现在还没15等。哦，感觉已经累积这么多钱，可以花一点掉了。靠，三小。
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love.
I was thinking...
Don't hurt yourself.
I must go to Wortham.
I will take you, but beware. Smoke rises from the village.
They're destroying the town! Get out while you can! Death to those who defy the power!
Everywhere. What a surprise. I feel more powerful.
Grenade. Grenade.这样子丢出来的东西会怎样抛物线呢？
Please! My family's hiding in the chapel with the rest of the townsfolk. We must get to them.
Don't run off! You'll get yourself killed!
Fools! You cannot keep the sword from me!
This is bad.
My servants will burn this town to ashes!
There's something coming.
Hellions are demons that can be summoned from the burning hells with the aid of foul sorcery. They are given to chasing down their foes and attacking them with savage fangs. This usually allows some spare time for their masters to craft their dark spell work and finish off the victim.
哦，又是一个不一样的东西啊，感觉很厉害。这个攻速又比较高啊。一只手跟两只手用的。
The hilt of an ancient sword fell near this village recently. Perhaps you have seen it.
We found it days ago. I wish we'd never brought it here. Come, I left Virgil to guard it. We will be glad to be rid of it.
I'm going back to Tristram to check on Uncle Deckard.
然后队友就跑掉了。
Damn, it's not here. While you were on your hero's errand here, I captured all 3 sword pieces and your friends.
I should have known. I must get back to Kane's house.
It's your choice, Kane. Either use your Herodric arts to repair the sword, or your dear Leah dies a horrible death.
Oh, this pain, this destruction. What is the sword to you?
To me, nothing. To my master, Belial, everything. Your rage is overwhelming, girl. You win this round, but if the sword cannot be mine, I'll claim the one it's bound to. In the end, the blade shall be mine.
Uncle, you can't die.
Nothing can stop that now. But there is one last thing I must do. The sword must be made whole. Just as I suspected, the sword is of the high heavens. The stranger is an angel. Heed the journal. The truth lies within.
Uncle Deckard!
If only I could control this power, I could have saved him.
Do not blame yourself. Magda is the one who must pay for Kane's death.
Magda and her master Belial. The journal speaks of an angel falling from the heavens as the shadow rises from the abyss. The stranger is the key to all of this.
No mere man would have survived that fall, or possessed such a powerful sword. We must find him.
When my power erupted, I saw into Magda's mind for an instant. She's fled to the highlands. You can reach them through the caves above Wortham. You have to know, she'll be waiting for you.
I'll be fine. I hope you will be as well, with time.
一直拿到各种东西。 要上班了。我看今天只能先玩到这样，这里了12点了。谢谢各位观台。其实D3确实受到很多批评，不过玩起来也还是蛮不错的。
My dearest Heydrich, do not feel despair, my love. You did everything you could. Our time together meant more than words can say. But in the end, fate is a cruel mistress. Your strength is needed to end the horrors that beset this world. My final wish is that you find your path. Love always. Mira.
It is good to see you back at the forge, blacksmith.
Work needs doing. No one is going to do it for me.
That is very true, but we also need people to fight.
No, this is my trade, and I'm the best. I'll make you the weapons you need to kill every last demon you see. Deal?
就先这样了，各位晚安，我们下次再见。我的天，原来整个看起来是这样，我就觉得这个皇冠有够奇怪的，不知道怎么样戴起来感觉很好笑，一整个超突，这个超突兀的感觉，好。